1973 Fiat 128 Sport L Coupe 1300. A very rare car, this one. If you're looking for something to be a little bit different, this is looking no further, that's for sure. A very, very rare car. Factory yellow with the optional extra sport wheels on there. Comes with a host of spare parts. Some original wheels the car came out the factory with, they were an extra. And some spare parts that have been accumulated over the years. It's been fitted with a 1500 instead of a 1300, which apparently I've been told was sort of a common thing back in the day as it was. So it's the 1500 which you would find in a Fiat X19. Bodywork wise, I'm going to start off the bonnet and work our way around this super rare Fiat onto the interior, which is absolutely superb in there, and then we're going to fire this 1500 petrol into life. So up the bonnet itself, lovely and tidy, lovely and straight, no dings, no dents, all nice and tidy across there. A little bit of bubbling just under the left hand side of the windscreen, and a small amount again on the right hand side. You can see it's still underneath the paint. We'll have a look at the roof while we're up here. A little bit of bubbling underneath the paint there. You can see a little bit of moisture in there at some point, but again, nice, presentable and super rare. Down onto the front, headlights are crystal clear, grills all intact, no bits missing there. Lovely and pretty across the front end. Bumpers are in good order. All the riders seem to be nice and tidy with only a small amount of pitting. No corrosion or chips or nastiness to the edges of the panels there. All nice and tidy. A little bit of bubbling on the right hand side. As we come round and down the right hand side front wing, nice and tidy all the way around there with a very, very small amount at the very bottom underneath the paint again. And we have got this sort of slight osmosis, I know that's a term for fiberglass, underneath the paint across the car, but again, your nose has to be touching it. Wants a little bit of weld on the bottom of that sill, across the bottom of the door, one or two little bits just starting there. But again, all underneath the paintwork, the doors are all nice and straight apart from that. Around the handles, good. And the back of the door, nice and level, nice and straight. As we come onto that rear wing, quarter, sorry, on the right hand side, a few little bubbles underneath the paint again. But all in all, nice and solid. There's a few bits of surface starting there. The rest of that quarter, lovely and straight. It's a great colour, this one. It's a very, very pretty looking car. As we come down the quarter, you'll see the vendor did say, he's put a little bit of tape on there because the suction pad on the window has failed. It just opens a little bit. It stops it popping open. It was driven quite a distance this morning, some 100 miles to the sill without any reported problems, which is nice. Across the back end there, lovely and tidy. Bumper again, little, very, very small amount of light pitting. Across the lower valance there, you can have a good look at that. With it being this sort of mustardy yellow, you have got the correct Italian name. We've got no chance of me pronouncing that. You would see any major corrosion from quite a way away, but it seems to be lovely and straight, lovely and presentable down the back end there. As we come round onto the left-hand side rear quarter, around the fuel filler cap's good. It's a little bit starting at the bottom of the rear left. As you come around the arch, one or two little blebs there, that's all. A little bit of paint left there, but again, very, very usable, presentable. And like I say, it's supposed to be a very, very rare car, this one. We could only find one that had been sold in the last 5 years, which is nice. A few little blebs there. So you can't exactly ring and say, there's a guy down the road got one for X amount if we can't find them. A little bit of bubbling on that left-hand side arch at the rear there. The rest of it seems to be all nice and tidy and straight. Lovely level thing down the left-hand side. Into the interior now. The interior is gorgeous on this one. Door card's lovely and tidy. No nastiness there at all. The driver's seat's so soft. No problems at all with that driver's seat. The steering wheel's in great condition as well. Absolutely lovely all the way across there. As we go across the dashboard, it's lovely and straight across the dash. No complaints there at all. Lovely and tidy all the way across the dashboard. No cracks, no splits, no tears. Headlining, black headlining as well. Again, lovely and straight. Rear seats, gorgeous. No rips, no tears, no splits, no nastiness at all in there. Black carpet sets in lovely condition. Pop open this lovely big boot. Plenty of space in there. All nice and tidy. All those parts were in the boot, so fit 4 wheels in there and some of the parts. That's easily for the weekly shop. That door card again, left hand side, no complaints. Carpet set's lovely. Dashboard nice and tidy from the left hand side. Aftermarket head unit fitted And loving straight up that passenger front seat, as is that rear bench seat. It's as you'd expect them. Interior is really good on this car. Pop the bonnet while we're here, and we'll have a look underneath the bonnet. That 1500 that's in there, all nice and tidy. You've got your 5th spare wheel, which is nice to see, but it looks to be nice and straight in there from what I can see. I'm going to go around and fire it up into life. So here we go. Great noise that. Taking over nice and happy on there. No problems at all with that, how that takes over. Nice and smooth, not rattly or notchy or knocky or baggy, anything nasty at all on the tick over there. Engine sounds really nice. Actually, it was driven here this morning without any issues. And there you have it, that super rare Fiat 128 Sport L with the 1500cc in there. 4-speed manual, that one, with a load of spare parts as well. It's a proper car this. Any more information will be detailed on the website on this one. Have a good look around that there.